Okay, Facebook Fan Pages 101 by Terry Lynn Underwood. First, let me say I do not consider myself an expert on this by any means, and you can take everything I've said with a grain of salt, but this is what's worked for me. And this is how, in less than 6 months, I've gone from, me being my fan to having almost 400 fans. And I had a few people ask me about it, and so I wanted to go ahead and share a few things that have worked for me. The first one is network blogs. I highly recommend that you do it, and the main reason why, I have two. First, because it feeds directly into your Facebook feed, and you don't have to worry about manually linking that. And that way, if you're like me and you write your posts in advance and they're scheduled, you know it's going to come up. And mine are usually at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And so that way, if I am running late or whatever, I know that my blog post has gotten out there. And I know a lot of people who read my blog early in the morning before they go to work. And so it's really important that it gets there. And so I want to make sure that I'm sensitive to that, because I've established, a reputation for posting early in the morning, and I want to make sure that I'm consistent to that and true to that. And actually, if I don't have a post up, and I find that I start getting emails of people asking me if I'm okay and what's going on, if they need to pray for me, especially if it happens a couple of days in a row. So it feeds into your news feed automatically. So that, number one. And number two, you get a unique network blogs link, and so that helps on statistics, your blog stats. It helps know what's coming through Facebook, and that's incredibly useful information if you want to know what you're doing well and how you're growing. And my feeds through Facebook, people that are clicking through Facebook, through network blogs, consistently are increasing for the last 6 to 8 weeks. And so it's becoming more and more that people are actually clicking through on those links. And I think that, that's important for me to know. So that was my dryer, if you just heard that. Anyway, back to Facebook. Number two, why are you having a fan page? What's your goal with your fan page? Mine is to reach non-bloggers, people who don't read a lot of blogs, people who don't write blogs. I wanted them to be able to have access to the content on my website as well. And also, this kind of ties into this, and it's also my third point, is networking. Utilize your fan page to introduce those who are your fans and are reading what you write to other blogs that are meaningful to you and other websites that you find useful. I try at least 3 times a week to share another blog post or another giveaway or just something that's been meaningful to me. I try to share that and encourage people to click through and visit these other sites. And then also, as part of that, I encourage you to utilize making other pages your fans' favorites as well. I add pages to my fan pages' favorites often. I think I have 16 or 18 right now that I have listed as favorites. And so those rotate through. So when you're looking at my fan page, you're also seeing at least 6 other blogs that I really enjoy, and my hope is that people are clicking through. I can't guarantee that, but I hope that they are. And so I try to make sure that it's very much not just about me, but also about other avenues of information and encouragement and inspiration that I can share through my Facebook fan page. So those are the big things. The first one, again, network blogs, having a useful feed that comes straight through, and also for being able to check links and know what's coming through from Facebook, how many people are clicking through. The second thing is networking. Make sure that you're networking. Make sure that you're sharing links. Make sure that you're representing other people and enjoying other people. And then know why you are on Facebook. What's the point of your fan page? Have a point. And it doesn't have to be the same as mine, but you need to have a point, because that's the only way you can know what kind of content you want to put on it. And then remember, this is my last thing, and that is, content is definitely king on Facebook, because everybody's page looks the same. So it matters what you're putting. And remember that it is super easy for somebody to hide you on Facebook. If you are not putting meaningful content out there, they probably aren't going to go into the hassle of saying, this is no longer a page I want to be a fan of. They're not going to go to that extent, but they probably will hide you. And so you need to make sure that your content is meaningful, because once they hide you, they're probably also not going to go back through and unhide you. So it's really important that you make sure that your content is useful. And only you can determine that. I just know that what I found works for me is sharing different quotations or scripture passages that have been meaningful to me, and then maybe asking a question about why somebody else relates to that, or stating what it means to me. And then another useful thing I've done is periodically just asking people, what's going great in your life? What are you happy about today? What's going on? People respond to that. So I encourage you to be interactive, utilize Facebook for what it is. Don't overload people with stuff. 20, 25 posts a day is probably way too much. Facebook is not Twitter, and that's, to me, for me, that's a sure way that you're going to get hidden. But just enjoy it and be real on Facebook just like you are in your blog. Enjoy it, have fun with it, and, let it grow and do what you can to make sure it grows. Make sure that the only people, if everybody that's fanning your page are people that have subscribed to you already, that it's not really that you've expanded your reach. Really work at expanding your reach. And, one of the best ways to do that, and I'm going to close with this, is just ask people to share your page with their friends. I was shocked when I first started doing it, and I was like, where are all these people coming from? And my husband was like, oh, I sent out invitations to 150 people. And he just went through his friends list, which is 3 times bigger than mine, and invited all of these women that he knew that he thought might enjoy it. And he just suggested the page to them. And, about a third of them went ahead and subscribed. It was really cool. And it dawned on me, I just need to, I need to invite people. But also, there's no harm in saying, hey, if you enjoyed this page, please invite some people to, subscribe as well. And they really might. And so it's a great way to expand your reach. So I encourage you to do that, and I challenge you to do that. And I would love to answer any questions if you have them. I don't know how much help I'll be, but I'll be glad to try. And then if you have any great ideas for improving a Facebook fan page, please leave them in the comments, and maybe I can collaborate all of that together and put it together as a resource page for everybody. So thanks a lot. Have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you here on Monday. Bye.